So I just wanted to show you how we're using the crate. Come on, buddy. So in here, right here is the crate. So to get him pointed in the right direction, I'm going to do a little left turn, have him sit. Of course, you always have the dog sit, right? Because this is his den, and it's a very exclusive place for him. He loves it. All good stuff happens in there. If we're not training, he's getting fed in there. He gets his bones and chewies, and all good stuff happens in there. And with a dog like Brooks, it's not great with other dogs loose in a yard. You can't have him in a pack, of course. Then you're going to have all his stuff in there, and of course, hopefully all the other dogs. There's no bones or toys in common areas, because with a dog like Brooks, that'll start a fight. So all his stuff is in the crate, and so he loves it there. And then he can only go in there with our permission, which turns the crate into a tool for training, and makes him, once again, in another way, from a different angle, makes him see us as the leader, because he can't go in without our permission. So he waits until I pat his chest and say, go. Goes in his crate. Of course, he loves just going in there, because see, he turns around, he gets a reward. Good boy. Can you see this? Are you getting all this? Okay. And then this is where I always take off and put on his equipment, because if you don't do it this way and do it in the crate, put on and take off his collars in the crate, you're going to have that old problem where you go for a walk or you want to hook him up, and you're like this, and you're struggling with him, and he's dancing around, he's collapsing and jumping around, and because he's all excited because he wants to go on a walk. So that would be very disrespectful, and we want to put these dogs in the new home where they're calm, and the way to get them to be calm with the new people is just have the people for like a month do it this way, so that he becomes calm like he is with us. See how he's just waiting for me to put it on, and I can take it off. And also, for a long time, the first thing I did, even just a little morsel, a little taste, little reward, so he's munching on that. Always has a great feeling about my hands coming in there, because, you know, some dogs kind of start freaking out because they don't like to be reached and grabbed for. So we just do it with every dog to make sure that they love to be handled in the crate, and they love this little small prong collar being put on and off, taken off them. So it just gives him a good impression of the whole situation. He will wait at this boundary because I control this boundary. And if he waits like that, good, he gets another reward. Why not? Before I close it. And I'm just going to hang his prong collar on the door so that it doesn't get all tangled up, and then close the crate. And he sleeps in his crate every night, and throughout the day he's in and out constantly, because you never want to associate him going in the crate or even coming out with any one circumstance. So every hour and a half or so, he's out of the crate and in the front yard. In the crate for half an hour, whatever. Out of the crate in the backyard. So that's the way that we run our training house. They're in and out all day long, so that they are really used to this routine. They love the crates. They sleep in the crates overnight. And it's just something that you put them in the new home with this same routine, and even though everything else is strange, the people are strange, the environment's strange, the dog has his den, which he's comfortable with, the routine, totally comfortable with. You just transfer all this stuff to the new home. Tell the people, just do it for a month. It's not forever, but if you do this stuff, you'll have no problems, virtually no problems, just like we aren't, and then you can keep what you like and leave the rest after that month or so. So that's why we do it this way. And when I take him out, it's everything in reverse, basically. First, I'm, of course, going to hook up the prong collar to the leash, so you don't have to do that in there. So it's hooked up, make sure it's not twisted, open the door of the crate. If he tries to come out before you release him, you say no, and just give it a little token slam like that. He knows what it means. But he's so used to doing this that he'll wait. Good. You want to give him a reward, because with new people in a new place, he may try to do something different. So you want to do exactly what we're doing so that you get the same results. And then after he settles in, he'll be like that with you as well. And then I'm going to just reach in there, put his collars on, and we always use a choke chain, of course, because we double up. The leash is attached to the choke chain as well, just for safety. Just in case that prong collar ever comes off, the leash or the choke chain comes into play. Otherwise, it hangs loose because we'd never use a choke chain for training because it's damaging to the throat. All the pressure's right there and it can really screw up the dog's throat. Prong collar we use, even though it looks scarier, because it closes with the same pressure all the way around. If you use it the way you see me using it throughout the video that we send you, you'll never have injuries or anything because that's the way it's supposed to be used. So prong collar takes all the pressure of the leash. If it ever comes off, you're still doubled up on the choke chain, you don't lose the dog. And we never lose a dog because of that. So, it's a good thing to always do. So he's hooked up. See how he's waiting? See how he stopped himself? Good, another reward for that. Being so good. And right here, pat my leg and say, okay. Come on, buddy.